Hello, hello, my beautiful magical people. It is I, Nova Ravenswood. If this is the first time you are clicking on my channel, hi, hello, welcome, it's me. So, I am a witch, if you haven't figured that out. And man, oh man, I have got so many projects going on at once, it's ridiculous. But I've been writing a lot of content for my YouTube channel because I am going to be promoting this like a mofo on my Instagram. Because I've done a few reels and I'm really hoping that it brings you guys in to help support me. So if you are not yet subscribed, yet you are watching my content, please push that subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up. This really helps my channel and I really want to make this a full-time career for me. Not just this, but I'm also redoing a blog. Like I'm starting out fresh and I've got a lot of content going for that, but I'm going to kind of mirror the content that I do for you on here onto my blog, including when it comes to making things when we're in the kitchen, when we are cooking it up and talking. I want to be able to have a reference for you guys to go to as a guide. And again, what I do is my way. This is my way. This is what I feel works for me. The whole purpose of doing this is to make it yours. So I am here just to give you some pointers, tips, tricks, and off you go into your own magical world. So I have noticed, again, there's just not that I can find, magical people on YouTube that reference trying to manage your time between rituals and routines and life and your children. Now, I am going out and I am reaching towards the beginning magical person, but at the same time, not all of you are baby free. And being able to manage your time into learning and to honing your gifts as a witch and to be working on the things that you need to work towards while being a mom, let alone a single mom or dad, if that is what you are, because that is what I am. And being able to find that management is a big help. Like, it really is a huge help. So I am trying to come up with a way that maybe I can help you kind of manage your time. Even if you don't have a kid, you have school, college, whatever it might be, like managing your time, being able to be a witch and do your magical things. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I constantly am doing magical things. That is why I wholeheartedly want to make this my job, my career. I loved coming to you with this. I love writing. I am still working on my book. It is a work in progress because I want to make sure it is done the way that I want it done before I go out to any publishing companies or anything like that. So now that we got that out of the way, second part, as my usual spiel, anything that I bring up that has some sort of, I'm not getting paid for marketing, advertising, sponsorships, any of that right now. So the things that I share with you is just the knowledge that I have, and I am sharing it with you for now until somebody notices me out there in the universe and decides that they really want to sponsor me. But until that time, I need like 1,000 followers, but I can be personally sponsored. Like, there is a little box when I'm uploading my videos, like if I'm being sponsored by a private company or a business. So I am open to that, everybody. So hello, hi. I am great at talking to the people in the metaphysical shop when I go in 3, 4, 5 days a week here in my little town, because I feel like everybody should have references. Like, everybody should be sharing their gifts and knowledge, because the more energy we have, the more we put out there, and I don't know, it's the way I see it. But on that note, so I wanted to do something that I've noticed a lot of you have watched a lot of my content when it comes to rituals and routines. So on that note, let's get into it. My notes are down here, so I'll be looking down. I really wanted to give you, I try new things probably once a month to see if it resonates with me, if it works for me. And I've been trying something that I've been posting on my Instagram that I really love doing. It's something that I have made a ritual. So on top of that, I do my usual. So on my usual stuff, when I wake up, now not everybody's like me and wake up a ball of energy. I get that. But when you're awake, open your eyes. The first thing I do, if you have an altar or if you like to light your magical candles of the day. So today is Monday, so I have a silver candle, I've got white candles, I've got corresponding colors for the day. Now, I am a candle hoarder, okay? I love candles. Now that I know Hobby Lobby carries every candle in every size for less than $4, that is like made my life. But I get up and I light the color of the day and put it on my altar, and then I light my other altars. So I have a success prosperity altar that I kind of intertwined. So I've got both a honey jar and a money jar. And so I intertwine those two and I light my candles and I just say a small mantra or prayer in the morning if that, I don't like that word, but I'm going with that word right now. Again, there is a beautiful book that is a book of pagan prayers, and that book is absolutely amazing to kind of give you like an outline. You don't have to use verbatim, but it does kind of give you an overall, and it touches on a little bit of everything. Not necessarily when it comes to particular altars, but you know what I mean. So, why is my sound on? That's weird. So I light my candles on my altars. I do a particular prayer for my Hecate, my main altar. I do a particular one for my hoodoo altar because I do practice hoodoo, and that altar is just growing. Like I need a freaking table for that one. I keep finding these amazing pieces around town that I'm just beautiful African pieces. But and then I do my money prosperity altar, and of course my dark moon altar is only for the dark moon, so I leave that one be, and I have a veil that kind of goes over it, so it's kind of hidden away into the darkness where it should be. So I do that, and then I have been brewing myself a cup of tea. Now you can either buy it through a shop online, which I suggest Club Magic Hour. They've got some awesome blends, and they do them in little jars, so then you can reuse them for your magical stuff, your herbs and spices and whatnot. So I like that they use a repurpose, reuse kind of a situation there. But their blends are amazing, so I would check them out. Again, I'm not being paid or sponsored by them. This is just my own personal preference. So I tend to lean more towards making my own blends. So depending on what I want for that day, what I'm feeling for that day to come, what I want to bring in. So I will find corresponding things that work with me, or I will choose at random and write down those randoms. And if it works and I like the end result and what it brought to me by the end of the day, then I will write that down as a recipe. If I don't like the results, then I kind of forego that one. And I only use a teaspoon of each ingredient, so I'm not wasting. So try not to waste when you're making your own new stuff. There is a lovely book called 20,000 Teas. And I actually have it on my Google Play, and I actually intended on getting it for my mother for Christmas to make her some magically infused teas to help her with actual life problems like anti-depression, waking up, sleeping, digestion. So you've got all kinds of different things in this book. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's wonderful, beautifully written. It actually came out like 20-something years ago. I think it's absolutely adorable that all these books that were written in the late 90s to early 2000s are all coming back with a bang. I actually just saw one at Barnes & Noble's that I found at a used bookstore that came out, I think, in 98 or 2000, something like that. and it's more of a gypsy magic spells stuff. I like the way that it is. It's beautiful, but that came back. That's just crazy how that works. So I brew myself my tea, and I let that brew. Now I'm going to bring you over here in just a second. I have been doing something that I've been posting on Instagram for a few weeks now. I get up and I do all of my usual stuff, but now I grab a pillar candle if I can. You can get them at the dollar store, super easy peasy, or you can go to, again, Hobby Lobby and other places. If you're across the country, in other countries, then there are a million places and I'm sure you can find wonderful candles. But I try to have one for each color of the week, so 7 different colors corresponding with that day, and I light that for the day, and I try to get the bigger ones so then it lasts me a couple of months, because obviously I'm only using it 4 times a week or 4 times a month. So I've had a lot going on this morning. But I got this beautiful, I don't know if it's a candle holder, honestly. Either way, it is a mirror plate. And I used it originally for a mirroring spell. Not a mirror spell, but a mirroring, because I needed to mirror something. So I originally got it for that, and I really liked the results that I got from the mirror after I cleansed it and cleared it and did everything I needed to, because I found it, again, at the thrift store for like $2. But I like the mirror effect. I feel like it does something to me, so every time I look at it when I'm home, it kind of just, it makes me feel good. So with this mirror, I put the pillar in the middle. I use corresponding crystals for that day as well. So today on there, I have a Celestine wand, mini wand, if that's what you want to call it, an opal, and a moonstone. And then I have handpicked the corresponding herbs from all of my stuff and spices to go around the plate. And I kind of want to, I bring joy and hope when I'm making this. So depending on what you want to do, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. But I like that I've added this to my rituals. So as I'm doing this, as I'm making this, I'm asking for Monday to be a good day, no issues, to be able to get my work done, and just say a little mantra to yourself if you want. And so after I'm done doing that, my tea should be done. My water should be done. So I go ahead and get my tea steeping. And as my tea is steeping, I go ahead and get my cards out so I can do my tarot for the morning. Now, not everybody does their tarot for the morning. And so not everybody does tarot either, but I feel like everybody on Instagram is, that's for sure. You can also do a pendulum reading if that's the way that you want to do it. If you want to do cartomancy with regular playing cards, there's a million kinds of different divinations that you can do. Okay, maybe not a million, but you know what I mean. There's different divination practices that a lot of witches practice, not just cards. So that's why I did want to bring my pendulum out, because pendulum seems to be coming back slowly but surely into the media. So I wanted to make sure that I pointed out that it's not cards that you just have to do in the morning, that you can ask various questions with your pendulum, or dowsing, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry. I keep my cards in boxes. This one I was lucky enough to find in Portland, Oregon at a metaphysical shop on sale for a whopping $18. Bet your butt I bought it. I absolutely adore this box. It was something else, now it's my cards. And then for my other set, they're in another box. But I start shuffling as I'm waiting for my tea to steep. If my tea is ready, I pull out my tea ball and I go ahead and start laying them out in front of the plate that I was just telling you about. So I'm going to pause you real quick, and I'm going to relocate you over to my plate area, which is behind me. And then I'm going to just drop down some cards because I haven't done them yet this morning. So let's pause you. I'm just going to kind of lean down here like a dork real quick. So as you see what I was saying, today I have created this one right here. And I'll do kind of a turnaround for you. So I've got the Celestine wand, I've got the opal, I've got my moonstone, I've got my herbs and spices within it, and then I have a white candle because for some reason I couldn't find my silver one this morning, but I did. But I'm just going to keep this like this. So today I have chamomile, I have lotus leaves, I have catnip, I have, oh, what else did I put in there? I grabbed a couple of other things. I should have probably left that out, but that's okay. But you see what I mean. I corresponded to kind of the day and the different herbs and spices that usually go with it. So after I am sipping on my tea and it's ready to go, I will do a quick reading. And for me, I do 3. I don't know why. My number is 3, obviously, by all of my social media. Yeah, so you could do 1, 2, or 3. Doesn't really matter. So today I got a 7 of Wands, introverted. Introverted is just upside down. Some people I've noticed don't even think about that. Just flip it right side up. I like to know how the cards come out because each meaning is different for each side, upside down or not. So then I got my Knight of Pentacles, and then I got 3 of Pentacles. Nice. I like that reading today. So then I actually log, after I'm done doing my reading, I log it, and with the time that I did it, which is 9:10 a.m. on 3/22/21, and then I write down the name of the card it is, and then what I interpret it as. And so this is what I do every morning when I'm not hustling and bustling. Unfortunately, every other Monday, I am hustling and bustling, and that was today. So now you understand kind of what I was talking about. So let me get an overview real quick. I mean, isn't that just beautiful? So when you can place it anywhere in your home, anywhere that you see it on a regular basis. To me, I feel like it is something that keeps me smiling. I don't really know how else to describe it. I like the way that it makes me feel. So I just started doing it, and it seems to be getting pretty popular on Instagram, on my Instagram, through my followers. And so I'm continuing to do it because I like the way it makes me feel. And I also post a picture of it every day so that everybody can have an idea of kind of what I'm doing. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. And if you like it, cool. If you don't, that's all good. You don't have to like everything that I do. Again, this is my practice. I'm sharing pieces of my practice with you. But honestly, doing the tea is probably the most intense, just because generally I've been calling in the same things. So I try to keep that balance. And I try not to do the same thing every day just so it doesn't get repetitive. But I do keep my intents very strong. So as I am creating my tea, I am very intent on my intent. I'm very on it. So I make sure that I am putting in what I want for the day. And then after it's done and said, I use pure organic honey and, raw sugar to sweeten it up if need be, which to me, I've just become a tea drinker in the last 1.5 to 2 years, and I still just don't have the tongue for it, so I do need a little sweetener in there. If you don't, that's all good. But if you do add sweetener, again, This is part of the ingredients, so make sure that you are thinking and doing what you need to do the correct way. And then stirring, everybody's kind of different on this one. You can stir 5 times clockwise to bring in and 5 times counterclockwise to rid any negativity, disappointment, or anything like that. So once you're done doing that, try to have a few minutes to enjoy the tea, sip it, meditate for what you expect for the day. This is what I do. And enjoy your cup of tea. Again, the more you make, the more powerful it is. Like, I'm in the middle of writing a blog about oils, and before I start posting a bunch of oil recipes, and boy, oh boy, I'm trying to make it very understood that it's very, very significant the more you make it yourself. But there are great companies that I always leave in my description box, like Art of the Root. The Raven's Wing makes some. Parlor of Wonders, and then the couple that I have for Europe, so that you guys aren't left out of their, you know what I mean. So I don't want to leave you out. So then there's that. Let's see. So for rituals, good goddess. For rituals, first magic is said to work better if you take a shower or a bath before you perform a ritual. So a ritual to me is doing my lighting of the candles and whatnot, but that can also be called a routine. So it depends kind of on your mindset and what you consider it as. But if you're doing an actual ritual where you're sitting down and you've casted a circle and you've got everything set up and you're about ready to do a ritual of some kind, whatever you want it to be, try to remember that taking a bath or a shower washes off that negativity from the day or the night or whatever it may be when you're doing this. Not everybody does this, not everybody has time to do this, and that's totally okay. But I have found that if you cleanse off that residue before you perform, your magic ideally comes out stronger. I don't want to give you false hopes because everybody's magic works differently, okay? Including depending on your level of, what's the word I'm looking for there? Just depending on your level of practicing. Like if you're a baby witch, you should probably cleanse all that icky off of you, okay? Like from the work day, from college, whatever the case may be. You want to rid all that crap, okay? But you can do various things that you can consider rituals. Getting up and getting ready for the day, putting your makeup on can be considered a glamour spell or ritual. If you do any kind of enchantment with your makeup, when you're putting your face on, you know, you're doing it in a particular way, right? So it is a ritual. You're doing your face. You're kind of molding it to what you need it to be for that day. So you can magically put your intent into your makeup for that day, if that makes any sense. There are an abundant amount of glamour spells out there, and you can turn those into rituals. So just an idea. But again, lighting your altars, their candles. Again, I like to keep candles flowing throughout my whole home. I feel like if I leave a path in the middle, then the magic is kind of carried through. And I just love candles. I like the way that the ambiance is, the aesthetic of it. They make me feel good. They make me feel powerful. They make me, I work with fire a lot, so fire is my mama jamma. It's what works for me. So if there's other ways that you want to go about it, go ahead and share it with me. I want to know. That'd be awesome. But you can sit down and meditate before you drink your tea, before you actually get up for the day. That is a ritual, that is a routine. When you are doing dishes, that is a routine, but you can also make that a magical routine that can put you into a meditative state. You're blocking out everything, washing the dishes, doing what you need to do. Doing the laundry is a huge meditative time for me. I'm not a big traditional meditated kind of a girl. I don't really get down with that without falling asleep very often. I am working on it, very much so. But for now, I try to find the mundane things to help me get to where I need to be because, again, meditation is just like not a huge thing. I'd rather do it before bed, just so it can ease into my dreams, and then I work on my dream journal as I go as well. That's for a whole nother topic, but meditation, doing your makeup, laundry, vacuuming, you can make these things magical and a benefit to you. So as a new magical person, these are definitely things to think about. Think about those things that kind of put you into a state, and then boom, there you go. I mean, you don't even think about it that simply, but it's there. It's there. So, but again, laundry is like my favorite thing because I'm really focusing on the folding because I'm like a master folder. Anybody that's ever lived with me, towels are my biggest thing. So if you fold the towels wrong, I will get up in the middle of the night and I will refold those towels, like legitimately. Like I want to feel like I'm in a department store almost. I don't know. I'm very anal retentive about these things. Maybe it's just because I'm just weird. Who knows? Um, but just I would definitely start working on journaling as well. That can really help you for a magical routine to put your intent out there, along with a gratitude journal. Again, gratitude journals are going to get you where you ultimately need to be because you are writing it down and you are putting it out there. But you can't ask for things and not be appreciative of the things that you already have. So a gratitude journal, again, is very key in a magical practice. So making that part of your magical routines is key. So I say key a lot, I know. But again, I will introduce this one again because I'm almost done and I really enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to do a magical journal review on my blog, on my new blog, just because I have so many that I've tried and some that were good, some that failed, some that needed some work. So again, writing things down is also a big part of magic because it is putting it out there. So if you can rid the negativity and rid that nasty residual stuff to open yourself up to bring in the positive that you do deserve. We all deserve. But yes, we have to rid the other dark side of it. So again, that's where the shadow work comes in, which can also be a part of your magical routine, is maybe doing a couple of things that work on your shadow self. And there are a million prompts out there via TikTok, Pinterest, you name it. There is a million prompts for different ways of going about shadow work. Everybody's way is different. So I'm really starting to feel, because there is not one piece of dust around me. Like there's nothing around me. I keep seeing these floaties. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But this was a long video because I wanted to make sure that I gave you a few ideas and shared my new ways of adding to my rituals and kind of what I do. Again, all of us on YouTube that share this stuff with you guys as a viewer, as a patron, as a subscriber, these are just our ways. So make it your way, make it true to you. If there's an herb you want to put on the plate that doesn't correspond, but it corresponds with you and it resonates with you, so be it. It does not have to be set in stone. So do what makes you feel good, what resonates with you, and what makes you happy. Okay? And that takes you on your wonderful path of witchery. So, yeah. All right, you guys, thanks for sticking around. Again, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe as it helps me out and give me a big thumbs up. I will leave information and references down in the description box. Again, thank you guys. Love you. I will see you soon. Toodles.